Okie doke, hello and welcome to Kilobits. I'm Ant, and joining me today is Mr. Bo Blond. He is the developer of 99 Levels to Hell. Currently in beta, it's an indie game which is, well, I don't know, I think to start us off, Mr. Blond, will you tell us in your own words what you think 99 Levels to Hell is?
Well, 99 Levels to Hell is a 2D side-scrolling dungeon crawler roguelike shooter, I think. That pretty much covers it.
With the random elements as well, that's the sort of emphasis is on the strange things that can happen during each gameplay, which will make it different.
Yeah.
So it is easy to see sort of the sort of flash routes, if you will. I've played many a game on, say, Miniclip or similar sites with a similar prospect. What were you keen to sort of expand and improve on for a sort of full standalone release?
This is actually a Unity game based on the 3D engine Unity. I've worked with that engine for a couple of years now, and I really like it. It's really easy. And yeah, I just bought some 2D plugins and tried to do a 2D game in that engine. That's how I can do I have normal map background as well, and the lighting and stuff.
I see. So I mean, my expertise in programming comes from Visual Basic 5, which it probably ages me quite well there. But so I mean. Talk me through sort of roughly the programming process. Is it more of a visual type thing? I mean, how difficult was it to learn? What's your experience in programming itself?
I've only been programming for about 2.5 years, I think. I come from graphics. I used to do environment art. And then when I lost that job, I was kind of like, okay, I have to learn to program if I want to do games. So I started learning C#, and that's in Microsoft Visual. And it works really great with Unity. So it's kind of easy. It's kind of you build up elements and kind of drag and drop scripts on objects and they react. It's really easy to do.
Yeah, just the look of the game itself. I mean, you can always tell. Yeah, you come from a graphics background. The sprites are very detailed, and it's I don't know, the game itself. It's entirely just the different playthroughs and the different sort of styles of game you would get each time. Was that something that you're sort of very keen to have, like a different experience every playthrough from the start of development, or is it more something, did you have like the initial idea of just the progression to hell in your head?
Yeah, I always do. When I get to do a game all by myself, it's always about metal or hell and involves a lot of blood and monsters. So that was kind of a given. But when I started this game, I actually didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to do a 2D platformer because I love 2D platformers. And then it just involved, I played a lot of Binding of Isaac and Spelunky, and there are so many animals from those two games in my game. But I hope I can do something that's a bit different, that gives it a new perspective.
That's it. I mean, we're talking on the latest Kilobit show. We were comparing it to Spelunky with the sort of procedural random generation of the levels, and I sort of commented that it's more the sort of items you would find. But if you were to sort of come up with a procedural generation technique, I don't know do you have any idea what that would sort of involve, or how you would go about that, sort of actually producing the levels randomly themselves?
Yeah, I tried that in the beginning, but I'm not that good at script, so it didn't turn out that great. So then I decided to level pool. So I have a pool of about 70 levels or 60 levels now that you get a level from. And right now you can it decides on 10 levels at a time. So you can complete 10 levels, and then in the next dungeon you might get one of the same ones that you already played.
Oh, I see.
In the end, it's gonna select 10. 100 levels for you, so you can play the same level from start to end, and that would definitely help the randomization a bit. I also tried to do something where I kind of split the level up in 4 rooms.
I see.
And then change stuff around, so you kind of recognize something and then you don't recognize it anyway because something's changed. That's how they do it in Spelunky. They have like
the sections of the level.
Yeah, exactly, and the sections spawn, and then he spawns an entrance and an exit.
I see. So it's an easier sort of programming prospect that you only have to ensure that the 4 sections sort of meet up together, join up together perfectly, rather than all the elements. Oh, I see. That's really interesting. I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, rather than doing it by hand, but maybe I'll write a script that can do it on its own.
But in the game now, I've just picked up the big hand cannon.
Yeah.
Which is I don't know. in that particular playthrough, it is one of my favourite weapons just because of the sort of bouncing shots. What were some of the weapons that got cut out of the game?
Oh, I wanted to do what's the game called, Pong or something, where you shoot up an arrow straight up, kind of thing. I wanted to do
Bubble? No, not Bubble Bubble. It's oh, I know the one you mean as well, where you've got to burst the bubbles with like an arrow that goes up, like a wiggly arrow.
Yeah. Well, what's that game called? I wanted to do that, but that got cancelled, and I wanted to do Flamethrower as well, but I simply didn't get around to it. I couldn't figure out how to upgrade. But yeah, I think I just kind of the guns kind of just came when I was working on it. I had a list, and I just picked the one I wanted to do, and then I started doing upgrades for the guns. The gun has a really nice upgrade where the first time it hits a wall, it turns into a bomb.
That's it. Oh, that really messed me up towards the end.
Oh yeah, you kill yourself like that.
That's it. Yeah, where you just panic and it's like, ooh, and you just start firing, and then you realise you've got 10 ticking bombs about to go off on top of you. It's a bit of an experience. My personal favourite though is the hunting rifle. I had a magical playthrough where in the first 20 or so levels I had a hunting rifle at level 3.
Oh yeah.
And that was it, unstoppable. I had the green orb as well. I think the hunting rifle already has like a poison effect when it's leveled up, I believe, but that's it. It is quite good that you can sort of like build your playthrough around what you find. It's very much about a sort of British attitude of just making do, if you will. It's like, oh well, this hasn't gone particularly well, I've just got to make do and sort of make the best of this situation.
That's what I wanted to try and build, because I like games where you can. It's cool to strategize and say, okay, if I get this, I want to get this weapon and I want to play it this way. But it's way cooler to have to play a certain way, because the game only gives you a crossbow and and only level 2 crossbow and then a fire orb. Then you have to try and figure your way out of that.
That's it. I have had certainly an interesting time with the sort of robotic boss with
yeah he's a bit hard.
I couldn't even hit him. I think I still had the shotgun and I just couldn't hit the corners, and oh dear, I was there for about 25 minutes trying to do that until I finally got overcome. But no, tell me, so I mean, it sounds like you're a fairly organised fellow and you've got lists of all the weapons you would like, but how long has 99 Levels been in development for?
I started last year about this time, I think. Just, I had a job and I just never had a night off. I just sat down and tried to build this 2D scrolling thing. And then I lost my job in May, and I thought, okay, now I'm going to do the game. And then my old boss from Zaxis Games, he's the one releasing the game.
I see, yes.
Said, okay, I'll give you some money and then we can see what happens.
Oh, wow, excellent.
Yeah, so I was full-time from May till 1st of October. I just started a new job now, so I'm back to doing it on weekends. Yeah.
That's it. That's the thing about this. We seem to, I mean, myself, even just recording and doing stuff like that, it's all about the weekends and evenings. It's just trying to fit it in, isn't it? It's like an alternate life. But so I mean, when you're not working or trying to do this, what sort of games do you like playing in your own time?
I played Faster Than Light a lot. I like that because it has like it's a roguelike as well, and you kind of can play 20 minutes and that's it. So I kind of like that. You can have a playthrough that is kind of short and you don't have to remember any story or anything like that. I like Spelunky as well, the Xbox edition. I love that as well. Like, I think it's where you die a lot, I think.
That's half the fun though. And again, it's another game where you have to make do with what you've got.
Oh yeah.
I think the starting conditions are also really interesting with Faster Than Light. A lot of the times you've just got to sort of play to a certain play style. But speaking of other consoles, have you any plans to release on any other platforms?
I would love to do that. For now, it's Mac and PC. But I would love to do that. If any of the other consoles want the game, then I'm totally ready to do that. That would be awesome.
Well, I mean, there's the XBLA, isn't there? There's the is it the indie scene on there? I'm trying to recall what the indie sort of program, the indie scene on there is.
I can't remember what it's called, but I don't think we have it. I live in Denmark, and I don't think we have access to that actually.
I see.
Yeah. So we can only we get Spelunky and games like that on Xbox Live, but there's the other thing where you can just upload indie games. We don't have that.
Oh, I see. Oh, that is a shame.
I really want to put the game on Steam as well. It's in the Greenlight program, but
That's right. Yeah.
I don't really think it's going that well. But yeah, you'll see once it releases.
We'll see. I was going to say, yeah, don't give up hope. I think, yeah, it's strange just how sometimes things can gather momentum out of nowhere, and it can just be an indie hit. So with you losing the last job and sort of then deciding to go and sort of work on this game more, did the sort of the indie scene, I mean, this year seems to be the year of the indie. If anything, all the sort of biggest and most regarded games are indie. Did that have any sort of...
I don't know. I think I always just wanted to do my own game where I did everything myself. So that was kind of the idea, I think. But it's definitely inspiring to see people making it, making money off doing their own thing. That is definitely a thing that I really like. But if I had done the same, I would have, I don't know what I've done, drawing or something. Well, something else. So.
So currently in the game there is 50 levels, so you can only get halfway to hell. What sort of plans do you have for the sort of next sets of levels?
I'm working on the next one. It's called Into the Beast on my in my file, and it's kind of there's some weird monsters in there and some heart speeding, and it's kind of like inside an animal.
Lost Planet 2, where you'll be like actually inside the... Oh wow! So apart from the level themes themselves, have you any other plans for any other mechanics or weapons or anything else?
There will be new traps in every dungeon, but I haven't really thought about it. I have in my notes I had a dungeon called Another Dimension, and that one is definitely going to be something weird. And then I have a dungeon called Acid Trip, so that's probably going to be even weirder. So I really hope that... I have some ideas written down, but I take one dungeon at a time now. I don't have the time to spend like every evening. I would love to do that, but right now I have to use the weekend. And
So, being fairly new in game development, I mean, you say you've only been programming for about 2.5 years. What sort of advice would you actually give to sort of burgeoning to people who might actually like to get into the indie game scene? What piece of advice do you think you'd really give them?
You should use the forums. If you use Unity Engine, you should use the Unity forum, and don't be afraid to ask questions. People really want to help. Jigsaw is great as well. Do a lot of tutorials. Don't try to do your dream game at once. Try to do small games, get some successes. Yeah, just keep doing it. It's not that hard, but it can take some time to really do what you want to do.
Oh, fantastic. Now, I think I'm going to try and start my own tradition here. I'm going to try and impose my wicked way. And I have a handcrafted question for you. Now, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
One horse-sized duck, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that would be epic.
Oh, I don't know. But then it would sort of peck and it would take your arm off. You don't want a 6-foot-tall duck.
Probably, yeah. But if I beat the one, I would be known all over the world, I think.
That's a really good answer. Yeah, because, I mean, nobody's going to be clapping you down the streets if you kicked 100 small horses, are they?
No, that's just terrible.
I think you've changed my mind on this one.
That's great.
Mr. Daugaard, thank you very much for your time. You've been fantastic. And for those that want to go onto Steam and check out the Greenlight project, you will find 99 Levels to Hell on there, or you could also go to Desura. Is it available on there currently?
Yeah, you can buy a beta, and I think I will have a new update next week or the week after.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much. And another thanks again to Bo Blond. If you liked what you heard and saw here today, be sure to subscribe and give us a little thumbs up. Also, you can go to Facebook and look for The Kilobits and see what's going on there. And also on Twitter, @TheKilobits. Thank you very much, and see you next time.